Most startups don't fail because of lack of funding. They fail because of wrong technical decisions made too early. And the dangerous part is they don't even realize the mistakes until scaling exposed to everything. Hi, I'm Rajesh Chaudhary. I am having 15 years of building SaaS systems experience and multi-tenant platforms and scalable architecture development. And I have seen one consistent pattern throughout my career and throughout whatever I have done so far. Startup either over engineers or under design. Today, let me explain what that means. The first thing, the first mistake most startups make is choosing microservices too early. It sounds impressive. A microservices, Kubernetes distributed systems and deliveries. But here is the truth. Microservice increases deployment complexity, devs overhead, debugging difficulties, coordination cost, infra cost, and so on. So if your product market fit is not validated yet, you don't need distributed systems or architectures. You need speed and clarity at the startup level. Start simple, scaling intentionally. The second mistake, what they are doing is ignoring multi tenancy strategy. Many SaaS founders build features quickly, but they don't think about how will tenant data be isolated in future and after some months. How will scaling work then when 500 clients on board? What happens when one tenant consumes 10s resources? Means one tenant consumes lot of resources as compared to other tenants. So later performance drops, security concern increases, and migration becomes painful, and cost always will be increased. Architecture is not about today's feature, it's about tomorrow's load, what performance. And the third mistake is building without a technical roadmap. Feature by feature, sprint by sprint, but no long term blueprint, no domain boundaries, no scalability planning, no architecture decision records. Coding is implementation, architecture is structured decision making, and that differences defines whether your system survives growth or not, or collapse under it. So, what would I do differently, or we do differently here? Is if I were starting a SaaS company today, let's think on this perspective. I would start with modular monolith, not starting from microservice at the first day. Clear domain separations, simple deployments, and strong boundaries. I would design tenant isolation from day one, not after day 10 or 1 month. I would optimize for clarity, not complexity. And only when scale demands it, I would break into microservices. Architecture is not about trends, it's about trade offs. And mature technical leadership is about choosing the right trade off at the right time. If you are a founder, tech lead, or a aspire architect, start thinking beyond code. Start thinking in the systems, BA systems. This is GyanMentis tech and architectures platforms where we design, define with the clarity, and execute with confidence. Subscribe if you want structure growth in engineering and leadership.